Alright guys, we're working on the 34 currently. We've just already dropped the exhaust and taken the tyres and disconnected the tail shaft to the propeller shaft. And we're going to put in those solid subframe bushes so that she's not all wobbly and loose in the rear end, because that's something we don't want. Alright, so we're now at the stage of putting the solid mounts in, and I'll go get one now and I'll bring it to Sammy, because that one's nearly hot enough to do it, and just watch this process, it's awesome. So we're going to go through the workshop. Walk up here. Hey Mikey, how's your rear handbrake extenders going?
Oh, great.
Lovely. I'm going to open up the Taka Garage freezer. Oh yeah? Yeah. Might just, you know, pick myself a nice little mount. This one might do me. Looks nice. Get this one out of the freezer. And we're just going to take it down. Unbox it. Straight out, ice cold, right in the mount, and then you just lob it in. And she's in! Like a glove. Alright guys, so I'm heading home right now to where I'm staying in Australia, and we finished the R34, which is what I'm driving right now, yeah, I've just been driving it from the workshop at a Taka Garage, and it feels so good, like a lot more stiffer in the rear. So I'm pretty pumped about hitting the track tomorrow night and just feeling the difference that it makes, getting rid of those sloppy old rubber, like cracked and split old mounts. So yeah, really pumped about that. And yeah, overall I'm wrecked, and I can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll sleep in a little bit. I got some orders to process for a Taka Garage, and then I'm going to head straight to a Taka Garage, and I'm going to put my new fuel pump in, which is a Walbro 460 litre per hour pump that's suited for E85, which would be sick. And get that all working, clean my fuel sensor, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, which will be like a second for you guys, but I'll catch you then. Hey guys, what's up? Good morning. Well, or should I say good afternoon. Unfortunately, I slept in a little bit too long. So it's about 1:30 now. Heading to the garage. Gonna try and get my fuel pump put in, but it's not necessary. So we'll just see how timing goes. Once I get there, I got some work to do, and then see if I got a free couple hours before we leave to smash my fuel pump in. If I don't, it's okay. My current one's still working. But yeah, I was just hoping to get that done, because you know, when you got new parts, it's really exciting to try and get those installed as quick as you can, right? But anyways, yep. So Friday night drifts is probably about, what is it? I think we're going to try and leave around 4:30 to get there, maybe even 5. Just try to get there nice and early so we can get a pit bay, and be able to you know, switch out tires and all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, I got some things to sort out at the garage. I have to go and sort out some secondhand tires and stuff like that to completely shred, and yeah, hopefully everything goes well. These solid bushes have really changed my entire rear end. Hey, it feels completely different. The car kind of grips more when I drop my clutch, and its launch, when it launches now, when I drop the clutch, it's so much more intense. It's more throw you back in your seat. You can really feel the difference that the solid bushes have made. and oh man, I love it. Even when like hitting corners and stuff, the rear end doesn't kind of like tilt or anything like that or move. So yeah, I'm really happy with the result of these solid bushes. But I mean, you're going to feel a little bit more vibration and things like that through the rear end, but honestly, to me, I don't mind that. Alright guys, so I've just dropped off all my skidders tyres for tonight and rims and whatnot to the boys around the corner who are going to swap them all over for some fresh rubber. In the meantime, we were looking at doing the fuel pump because we did have enough time, but we realised that hey, a 460 litre per hour pump is probably going to kill my factory fuel regulator, so we don't have enough time to do both fuel regulator and fuel pump, so we'll do that tomorrow after the drift event. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a drift button on my handbrake. Alright, so I've just finished installing the drift button, or the Drift King button, and a lot of people make a big mistake with these R34s that when they go, or any Skyline, that they think that they can't slide the handle all the way off the shaft, and what they do is they cut along this stitching here to then reef the handle apart, and then what they have to do is either restitch it or zip tie it back together, which is just really dodgy and gross. But all you need to do is if you when you take your boot off and everything, to start pulling this forward, you pull it forward a little bit, then slide it back, and then you'll see there's this little metal sleeve that sits around the button inside it. And all you have to do with that is get a little lip on it, get a screwdriver, force the little metal sleeve around outside of the button out, and then once you've done that, you then grab a pair of pliers and just pull it out. And then once that's out, you can actually just kind of twist and slide the whole handle off. Once that's done, on the inside of the shaft, you then just need to release the spring by just bending out the little flaps on either side. And then once you've done that, you then slide the handle back on, put the drift button on, and look, when this is in, I can pull, doesn't click in. When I want to click in, pull up and slide the button up, and then it stays in position. So just like I was saying, in these little instructions here, it explains really well. These are the little tabs I was talking about here with the screwdriver that you just bend outwards again. Then the spring falls in the back, and then slide the handle back on and put the button on, and you're good to go. Instant drift button. Barbecue corn. Only one place to put that. The rubbish. Alright, so we just picked up all the fresh rubber on the skidder wheels. Looking sweet. Boys hooked us up real well. We'll drive back to our OG and then head out to the track. Let's do this. Alright, so I just got back from briefing and everything. I went and did a quick passo run so I can get the hang of the track, and then we're waiting for the guys to rock up with all my tyres and rims and things. And once that's out, we'll head out on track and give it a shot. We're on track right now, and this is my friend Kira. You've seen her in a few other videos, probably helping out at the garage. We're on track right now, and I'm still getting the hang of my 34, which is being a lot of fun. I'm spinning out heaps, but I've done a few good corners so far, which is awesome. Right now we're just waiting to enter into Dipper because our car's not working anymore and it's getting towed out. So they're doing a recovery right now, so until that's all sorted, we can't go. So we thought we'd talk to you guys. But anyways, back to it. Alright guys, the night is done. My hair, helmet here, I'm really happy with my improvement over the night, which is great. We're gonna switch tires out, and then we might go head to a car wash because my car is filthy. Okay, so it's the next day and I'm back at the garage, and I've got a little bit of an issue in the rear end of my 34 since drift night, and its wheel bearings are shot on one side. This is mainly because the car sat for so long, and then the first thing I did straight after it sitting for so long is go to a drift night. So yeah, let's show you how bad this is. So much play and wobbles. She's gone. Look at all the mud from spinning out into the grass. I gotta clean her up. All right, guys. So business trip. I said this was a business trip, and there's a reason for that. Can you see the 10 RB30's right there? So they're a 3-liter naturally aspirated RB30 motor, and as you guys know, everyone in the States can now import Skylines like the 32 GTR. And instead of paying heaps of money and stroking out the 2.6s, the RB26s, people want to stroke these out or build 3-liter bottom ends with their 26 heads. So they are all going to Philadelphia, the US, to my buddy at Godzilla Motorsports, who I do a lot of work with. And yeah, pretty excited to see these goes, and really happy that I'm a part of helping the community and the car scene in America be able to get their hands on something that's just so readily available here in Australia. That's the reason why I flew back.
Okay, so the wheel bearing has just come in for my R34, about time. And I'm just going to switch that out and put that in now. Currently, Jordan's Honda Civic is in. We did a K20 conversion on this. He's getting some new bushes put in because the old rubber ones are worn out, so we're putting some polyurethane ones in, hard race ones. What is it? That's the Z series one, right? Z4. The Z4 series out of the new Civics. Out further. So how fast does she go?
Very fast. It's
Very
200 pretty quickly.
Yeah, what was the power rating after the tune?
197 at the wheels.
So pretty much nearly 200.
Yeah.
And the chassis weighs under a ton, so.
Yeah. And 200 torques
Fast
as well,
as
the
hell.
whole way through the range.
What's the torque steer like?
It's not too bad with the LSD.
Sweet, awesome. Sweet as. Always. Alright. So I've already got the caliper off here and some other things. I'm going to zip tie that up so it doesn't put any strain on the thing while I take the rest of the hub off. Can't really see too much now about that light. But we'll get this smashed out. Let's do it. So this is the new bearing compared to the old bearing, and you can see that whatever's left of the old bearing has just been getting pushed out here, and it's got this rad little, you can see the movement that it's got there. See how it moves back and down. It's a bit hard to do this one hand, but see that movement? Bearing should not be doing that at all. So we're gonna send this off and get it pressed, the new one pressed in, and then I'll bolt it all back in and she'll be good to go for more skids. We got the wheel bearing back, and I've got Mikey putting that back together now. And I've been installing new lights, new high bay lights. Really bright, nice LED lights. Make the workshop a lot brighter for the boys so they can see inside bonnets and whatnot. So the wheel bearing's now all fixed up, and I've taken it for a spin, and she sounds great, and there's no more funny noises in the rear end again, which is awesome. Now I'm going to give her a quick wash to get all that mud and dirt and stuff on from drifting, and I'm going to vacuum out all the dust and dirt that got into the cabin from drift night as well. And then she's going to go back in storage at my parents' house until I come back again. Guys, if you want to grab some of these hella cool Ataka Garage glitter stickers, they'll be for sale on the Ataka Garage website, and I'll put a link in the description for you. Shirayuki Hime is now all nice and clean. I went through and cleaned out all of the interior as well, so there's no dirt and dust in there from the track. She's looking nice, wheels looking all clean. Gonna miss her. Gonna have to pick up her twin sister in Japan sometime soon. Semi's currently working on this 32. and fixing all the China stuff on it, taking off a lot of China and replacing it with genuine aeroflow stuff, setting up his fuel system. It's going to be pretty mint. Twin Walbros for the surge tank, big surge tank here, and then there's a Walbro 460 litre all set up for E85, which is the pull up from the tank to the surge, and then these two will send it to the engine. This is going to be a pretty nice setup. It's just kind of a little bit sad when there's so much China stuff in the car, but you know, Freddy copied Greddy manifold, God knows what turbo, no markings or anything anywhere. I don't even want to know.
So I am now finished at the garage, and I'm heading home. This is the last night I have in Australia. Tomorrow morning I fly out. I need to leave home and be at the airport around 9:30, 9 a.m. So like, I've had so much fun in Australia. I spent 10 days here. That's my other phone notification going off. Yeah, it's just been an overall fun time. You know, like going and collecting all those RB30's for exporting was like a mission and so much fun. It's going to be awesome to just see what people do with those motors in the States, especially, you know, like with the combos with the 2630's and the 2530's and stuff like that. As well as just, you know, people even doing stroker kits with them and building 1,000 horsepower builds and stuff. So I'm really happy and proud to be, you know, helping the car scene out in the States with that. It is a little bit sad having to leave because I have to leave my R34 here in Australia while I go back to Japan, which I currently don't have a car in Japan, which sucks. Because we live in Tokyo, so it's like really hectic to own a car if you're in, like, you know, around Shibuya and Tokyo. There's like car spots cost so much money to rent and things like that. Hopefully at the end of this year I'm going to be moving a little bit further out, and we're going to get a place that you know, is a little bit more friendly for me to work on cars and have a car there and stuff like that. I think the car that I'm going to probably start off with in Japan is an R33 GTST. Just something that I'm kind of used to, you know, RB25, single turbo, stuff like that. Kind of like similar to this, but a lot cheaper. And something that I don't mind taking to Minami and drifting and smashing into things and stuff like that. So I'll probably start off with something like that, or an S13 or something, who knows. That's what I've got my eyes on. As for my wife, she wants a yellow R34 GTT to be her drift car, so we're going to work something out there. Maybe I can just find like a nice yellow GTT shell or a GT shell, and then just build something with it. Yeah, just in general, I think, you know, more trips to Australia coming up, a lot more trips, you know, to other countries as well for business, especially with like DGR suspension. I'm hoping to do some things and go check out their factory and a few other things there, which is in Taiwan, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, make sure you guys stick around, and yeah, I'm really excited about what's going to be happening. Okay, so I'm now back in Tokyo and I am absolutely wrecked. I can't wait to go home and just pass out. As always, guys, thanks heaps for watching. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao, mata ne. Just subscribe or a kitten will die. No, I won't murder a kitten, that's terrible. I don't even know why I said that.